of acts made by his agent. And now, just acceptance. Regarding acceptance, the fifth point is acceptance must be communicated within a reasonable time. Like if you create an offer, even in the case of public offer, there are specific offers, like if a party is creating an offer or making an offer to another party, and that is a particular party. And sometimes there are generic offers, those are public offers, like you get an ad printed in the newspaper and you say that you are going to sell a car, and you will accept the highest bid that is made within 10 days or by a particular date, like 10th of March, say 2022, and this was like 1st of March, and you accept offers like till 10th of March. So within that reasonable time. So here the time is specified, but sometimes the time is not specified. Then there has to be a reasonable time. Either the time is specified or the time is reasonable. Like if you say, okay, like I'm selling my car, I'm asking people to make bids, and someone comes after 5 years, and if I say now I'm not accepting bids, that person will say I'm offering the highest bid, but I say I've already sold the car. So if that person goes to the court, and court will say after 5 years, what is that? That is not reasonable. So it's very natural that court cannot accept this. Like after 5 years, if someone is making a claim, and sometimes the situations are like a person has to join on the 1st July and for some job, and a public offer is being made, or a specific offer is being made to like on say 1st April, and then a person has to join on 1st July. Like even if a particular date is not mentioned, right, when people should respond to such advertisement, but the date of joining is mentioned, so it is very clearly understood that you must have made your application before that date at least, because there has to be some time for processing those applications still, but at least under one and all circumstances it has to be prior to 1st July. It cannot be on 1st July or beyond that. So if someone makes an application and say my application was valid because that was a public offer, it cannot be validated by the court. So because such an acceptance itself is not valid. So if acceptance is not valid, agreement is not valid. If agreement is not valid, it cannot amount to a contract. So it will not be enforceable by the court of law. And then there is acceptance by post. In case the acceptance is by post, then general rule considers that acceptance that because this was in English law, and most of the times India goes the English way. So if an offer has to be accepted by post and the offer gets accepted, so the date of acceptance will be considered on the date when the letter was posted and not when the letter was received by the offerer. So this was it about acceptance. Now there is free consent. Now the consent has to be free under Indian Contract Act. This means the parties must enter into an agreement with free consent, like when two or more parties are entering into a contract, they must enter into that contract in the same manner, in the same sense. They have to consent. Like they have to both the parties consent about the matter of the contract or the offer and the subject matter of the offer in the same way, in the same sense. And there should be no discrepancy between the two, the understanding of the two, or the parties to the contract, all the parties to the contract. Now consider consent is known to be free if not caused by coercion, undue influence, misinterpretation, fraud or mistake. So this was regarding consent. The parties should enter into an agreement with their own wish and will, and not by coercion, and not under undue influence, like if a party influences some other party unduly, like if they get them drunk and or they threaten them. So in this way, like if you do not do this, then there will be a certain harm to you. So this way there is an undue influence or fraud, that you are not revealing the right thing to the other party or parties, and or there has been a mistake by any of the parties, or misrepresentation, there is something and you are telling something else, like you are hiding facts or the meaning of the facts, like you have explicitly, you are showing something else but the fact is something else. So that it should be not there. Consent will deem to be free only if it does not constitute or if it does not cover the elements as were discussed above, and those were coercion, undue influence, misinterpretation, fraud or mistake.